Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What are you most worried your wife will find if she snoops? Some of the ridiculous things I respond to on Reddit. I would be mortified if everyone I knew had access to my comment history. I have an aunt who bitches me out every time I fucking swear on my fucking Facebook or post a goddamn fucking meme with a swear in the fucking thing. She would lose her goddamn motherfucking mind if she saw the fucking language I used on fucking Reddit. Our true debt number. She went through cancer treatments and the last thing I want to do is cause stress by revealing how much we actually owe. Go into the hospital admin office and offer them $5 minus $7K to settle the debt, or tell them you'll let it go to collections and pay nothing. Get it in writing that the debt is completely settled on their end and move on. Hospitals do this every day. People default and they start offering plans for reduced numbers. They anticipate and plan for these exact circumstances. Edit: I'm so genuinely happy that my most upvoted comment ever is apparently going to potentially help so many people and fuck over a bunch of debt collectors and shady hospital billing departments. Jarl Rock. Is that a real scenario? You owe them tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars and they might actually accept $5 minus $7K. The US is such a wild ride of insanity sometimes. It's hard to believe these stories, from starting to get into life-crippling medical debt to getting out of it by offering a little or nothing at all. That the golf bag that hasn't changed in 12 years doesn't mean the golf clubs haven't changed in 12 years. I learned my lesson the last time I bought a new computer case. Buy a new computer case. How did you afford a new computer? Replace a few expensive components. Nothing. The people who actually have something to hide aren't saying shit. Hey guys, type something into your phone that you don't want your wife to find if she goes through your phone. These threads used to get super spicy 10 to 12 years ago, but any time that happened mainstream media would pick it up and then those comments would be immortalized on 100 other websites. Married 50 years. She can snoop all she wants and she is only going to find herself. Did you hide pics of her everywhere? In a folder called Hot Bitches. My missus thinks I'm smart. I'd hate for her to find some of the simple things I Google and reveal once and for all I'm not that smart. I'm a firm believer that the measure of one's intelligence is not in what they know, but in their ability to find information quickly and efficiently. Oh my god, I must be a genius. I am an absolute pro-level Googler. How many unplayed board games we actually own? For me, it's all the books I buy. I've barely been able to finish a single book this year. I've been buying them purely as aspirational additions to my bookcase. I think one bag of books I just have hidden in the trunk of my car. Pretty mild, like board games, but still. Lol, I don't want to have to answer for all of them. Buying books and reading books are two separate hobbies. My documentation, receipts, communications, and research notes regarding the elaborate 30th birthday party I've been planning for her in secret. That, and my other family. I hope they're at least invited to the party. That's the surprise. Nice try, Sharon. Oh come on Billy, I wasn't that obvious. Wait, who's Billy? Removed. This is so cute. My man always upvotes my posts too, except he's rarely active on Reddit. Tears of joy. My snack stash. My husband found mine yesterday. He sent a pic of my drawer with all the empty Pepsi cans while I was out. I'm supposed to be off fizzy drinks ATM. When I got home I checked my drawer and he got rid of all the empty cans and wrappers and tidied it up with new snacks, face holding back tears. He's a keeper. You should marry him. You know she probably has her own, too. Dick pics from years ago I sent her that I'm sure she won't remember went to her. Lol. My wife found a picture of her own butt and was upset until she realized it was her own awesome butt. Then she was like, niece. There was a news story about that same situation. Except she stabbed her husband thinking it was another woman. https://www.dailymail.co.uk/news/article-9185805/wife-stabs-husband-multiple-times-finding-pictures-woman-her.html. About 10 years ago my wife met me near my office for happy hour. After too much drinks, we went back to my office. While fucking her from behind in my office, she kept drawing hearts my whiteboard. It was about 6 months later she was in my office again, and got mad when she saw the hearts. It took her a while to recognize her handwriting of them. You guys are hiding things. How will she tell you where things are when you don't remember? That I'm not as happy or stable as I make out. I'm seen as the rock in my family. Always a shoulder to cry on or the one to help solve other people's problems. A position I do not resent. But if my GF or family knew that I'm barely hanging on myself, it'd break their hearts. I put up a strong front. But I'm struggling internally. I'm not depressed or thinking about self-harm. Far from it. I'm stressed and absolute exhausted. Bro, take care of yourself. It's very honorable to be there for others, but it's also very honorable to share your feelings with your loved one's smiley face. Please tell her. I would be so much more heartbroken to find out that my husband was struggling and hiding it than to find out he was struggling. I want to be in an equal partnership with my husband, and that's not possible if one person is doing all the work. I went in for an angiogram a while back. My wife came with me to drive me home. They prepped me and then let her come in while they waited for the cath lab to be ready. A couple heart attacks came in, so it took a while. Before my wife came in, the nurse told me they had lockers to put my phone in. I told her my wife could hold my stuff. I didn't think anything about it, but the nurse made sure I knew they had lockers for my phone. It wasn't till the next day that I realized the nurse was making sure to provide a way for me to hide my phone. Hospital was in Beverly Hills and they're probably used to it. I got nothing to hide other than how much I spend on my various hobbies. That's exactly what the nurse was doing. Trust me, things like that happen. And you never assume whoever is in there is a spouse or whatnot. My wife and I got a good chuckle out of it the next day when the light bulb came on. She reiterated no less than 5 times that they had lockers for my phone before my wife came in the prep area. That I'm nowhere near finished with my book. All work and no play makes an unused condom a dull boy. All work and no play makes an unused condom a dull boy. All work and no play makes an unused condom a dull boy. All work and no play makes an unused condom a dull boy. Here's ANUNUSEDCONDOM! Exclamation mark. I'm honestly just surprised a condom can write, let alone one still in its packaging. He is about to wrap it up. That the 3 nights a week I say I'm going to hang out with friends is actually a second job that I took on because I don't feel financially secure. So how are those improv classes? Oh, word of unsolicited advice, this may bite you if you're not honest. If I had reason to find out my husband wasn't with the friends he said he was hanging with and was out of the house in the evening so frequently, my mind certainly wouldn't go to working in a supermarket immediately. Between the dishonesty and suspicion, this could potentially cause real problems in your marriage. Please talk to your wife about your second job and your feelings of insecurity. Or don't, it's your life. Sincerely, internet stranger. His wife also deserves to know if they are truly having financial problems. You're a partnership, you don't have to take it on alone. My notes for the Dungeons and Dragons campaign I run that she is in. Real big spoiler territory there. I'm heartbroken because I figured out the twist in mine, now I have to hide it from everyone. I didn't even snoop, I'm just the note taker, tears of joy. That's not a twist, that's figuring the mystery out. Nice try, wife. You won't trick me into revealing the number of licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Incidentally, it's the price of a cheese pizza and a large soda back where I used to work. 1077. Ha, Futurama reference. How much our hobbies cost? So, how much your hobbies cost? It was on sale. A year ago, all my empty vodka bottles stashed throughout the house until trash day. 11 months sober, and now the thing I'm worried she'll find are empty McDonald's bags in my car. She saw the worst of me already. So there's not much left to hide after that. Just stopping by to tell you, you rock. Be proud of these 11 months. A list on my phone of things I'm going to get her for Christmas. I note every time she says she likes something, so shopping is super easy. The year-long gift list. It saved me so many times, and it's always great to see her reaction. Like, are you listened and care? My unsquashed commit messages. I literally googled these words and I still don't know what they mean. As you write code, you incrementally make a commit with a message. Oftentimes you'll make many commits for each small thing you do, with messages like, fix this input, broke this but this fixed it, why did I make this mistake, am I a monkey? And then lastly, before merging your code with the rest of your team, you squash them with a message like, implemented feature X by doing Y. So your coworkers don't read the entirety of your messages basically. TLDR, Op writes code and just dropped a solid 9/10 joke that is both very relatable and equally spooky. All of the messages that didn't get their florb snorkeled. Just normal stuff that has to do with forcefully killing forked children and resolving detached heads. Should work okay now, should work fixed FFFFFASDF try again. Yes, yes, FFS, fixed cleanup. Rebased comment. Removed. The true cost of my mechanical keyboard collection, haha. But she's got her designer bags and I got my designer keyboards XD. My debt. She quits her job 2 years ago due to mental health issue, and I reassured her that our financial is okay. It was, until it's not anymore about a year ago. Took a lot of personal loan and got wrecked because of it, but I don't want her to know and destroy whatever's left of her sanity. I know this will surface sooner or later, but I hope that it will be after I settle all my debts, but at this moment I really don't know if I will be ever free of debts. Wish me luck. How is she doing? Aside of the occasional blanks and daydreaming, she's in a much better condition now compared to 2 years ago. Therapy, with certified doctor, really helps but quite costly. But totally worth it, smiley face. I have a box of poison ant traps in the closet. I discreetly put a few out hidden on the porch every spring. She still thinks her vigorous mopping with some organic cleaner near the back door actually is keeping the ants out. Meanwhile, the ant traps actually work. Plot twist, she knows. She's letting you think it's the ant traps. Meanwhile, the organic cleaner and vigorous mopping actually work. Plot twist, the ants know. They're letting you think it's your measly human efforts. Meanwhile, they've been leaving decoy ant bodies in the traps and sneaking in via other means.